Hi, everyone. This is Kate Byers, founder of Corporate Women Unleashed. I'm super, super excited today. We have an outstanding client, Jill, who is here to chat with us about her story, what brought her into Corporate Women Unleashed, what was going on for her, and really to share the results, which are super phenomenal. And so, Jill, thank you so much for being here. Why don't we just start with, tell us just a little bit about, give us the color of your life, kind of what you do, family, that kind of stuff.
So I co-own two family businesses, and I have a pretty demanding sales career, as well as a 3-year-old. So there's a lot going on with the career. And I stumbled upon CWU. I really came to a breaking point of balance that, something popped up on a Facebook ad that spoke to me right at that time, when I was just really trying to juggle all of the things, and I just wasn't juggling them all well.
Got it.
So, but my career, I've been in sales for a fairly long time, and but that's like just a little bit about me and where I was.
Okay, demanding career. Obviously, you own 2 family businesses. You do have a demanding, like, sales quota driven, got to make your numbers type of career. That's never easy. Family breadwinner. I know your husband works, but you're like the family breadwinner.
For now, yeah, could switch, but for now, I'm definitely leading the charge on that, for sure.
Yeah, and a 3-year-old. Let's just throw a 3-year-old in the mix. Like, is there anything else, right?
So like a dog too.
Oh, right. Hyper busy, family. You've got a lot of demands on both sides. So, okay. So thank you. So for that, let's start with results though. Like, what is the outcomes that you got after coming into CWU and working with us? What are some of the tangibles?
So one of the biggest things that I really wanted to get from the program was to try and live with more inner peace. And that was a really big thing for me as a, we like at CW talk about being a high achieving woman. I live with a lot of stress and anxiety. Channeled well, it can be a good thing, but I think I wanted to my biggest goal was just getting to a place where I could just find calm. And with that, I felt like the rest of my health would follow, both in like happiness and being with my family and my marriage and work. I felt like there was something in me that I needed to figure out.
Yeah, I love that. So is it more a sense, Jill, of just being at peace with where you're at, feeling like you're not frenetic? Like, as as high achievers, we're always just like, what's next? What's next? We're like the Energizer buddies. So was it just that inner peace that you were looking for?
I think it was inner peace. I think I thought I was really at a crossroads in my career.
Yeah.
And I wasn't.
Yeah.
After going through the program, which was interesting. Like, I thought I was at a crossroads of, I really am going to have to determine what I'm giving up at this point, because I don't know how I can continue juggling all of this going forward and have my health, and even, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't at a crossroads at the career or the businesses or being a mom. Yeah. So that was like the most unbelievable thing for me to learn, is that, like, I wasn't at a crossroads. I was at a crossroads at learning how to, learning different skills to manage things and different viewpoints. But I wasn't in a place where I was ready to give up my career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so you were feeling that trade-off. You were feeling like I've got to either give up the family businesses, I've got to give up my career, something's got to drop.
Yeah. Something's got to give or quit.
Yeah.
Because this is not going to work.
Well, what was happening for you with your health though, Jill? Like, what was the pressure? Was it just, were you not sleeping? Were you gaining weight? Were you just unhappy? Like, what was happening that you said something's got to give?
I think there was a lot, like not sleeping. I had gotten so far from being able to even just schedule and working out. And quite frankly, after I gave birth to my daughter, I had been, before I got pregnant, was really in shape. And it was very much a priority.
Yeah.
But for me, I had Joanna, I got pregnant at 35, which, to me still feels young, but my body didn't feel young. And after I gave birth, it was a really difficult pregnancy, and stuff did just not go back to where it was. It was like to starting over at CrossFit. I couldn't even believe how far I was and how long, even now, I had to mentally prepare myself on like, I still can't do sit-ups because I think something happened. Like I was no longer just physically the person I was before. Yeah. And that's a hard thing to deal with.
Yeah.
And then it just snowballs, because if you're not working out, then you're not paying attention to the food that you're eating. And if you're stressed, you're going to eat more. It's just like this snowball effect of health. And then mental health just goes sideways.
Right.
It just like, then you've got, then fear and anxiety creep in and you're done, so it's like, it's
because you feel miserable about yourself. You don't feel comfortable in your skin, and you feel bad that you're not working out. You feel bad that you're eating junk, and then you have this beautiful baby that you're trying to keep up with and raise and grow.
And you can't, and it's a lot on you physically. Yeah. Right. And I used to, for me, it was health before having a child. It's just like those extra 2 or 3 hours that I used to have to myself that just, they didn't exist. So I didn't know how to fit it in anymore.
And now do they exist?
It's a non-negotiable.
How often do you work out now?
I try to do at least 4 days, at least minimum. 5 days is the goal. 3 days if it's really bad. But
isn't that awesome? And you haven't changed your job. You didn't sell your businesses. Nothing changed, but you. And now you're getting your workouts done. I love it.
Yep. No, nothing changed. I was not at a tipping point in my career or my businesses. I was not. I thought I was, but I wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. So what brought you to? I was going to ask you what brought you to CW, but we've kind of already talked about it, which is you were feeling like I got to make a trade-off because your health, your sanity. You were like, something's going to break if I don't change. Or you were thinking, I'm going to have to change my career and like really do something pretty radical here.
Do something pretty radical. I'm blessed that my company also, values things like CWU and was willing to go along with me in that journey. Because that was actually something that's interesting. I don't know if a lot of women even know to ask for that.
Yeah, to ask for training dollars or support.
Yeah,
or training.
Education. So that actually helped me make the decision, and then I made the decision to do it regardless of whether they would or they wouldn't.
Yep.
But that was helpful to me.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And it was just all the content just resonated. It was just right time, right content. Like hit me at the right place. So.
Well, what was something we told you to do? Was there anything like we told you to do right up front where you were like, okay, these people are nuts?
No, never once actually. No, I saw that. I did it. I was like, everything we learned and we went over, some of it was stuff that like I kind of instinctually knew, and other things like just really mapping out my priorities.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like I still feel like I never really completed the assignment to its fullest. But I got the key takeaways from it.
Yeah.
Was really learning how to reprioritize my needs.
Well, according to, your biology and your psychology, not just prioritize. Do you know what I mean? But like.
That is right. It's more like human needs, right? Yeah. That weren't being met. And when you're in a position of either leadership or, individual sales or owning a business, like, if you're not on your game, your employees aren't on your game, your teammates aren't on your game. Like you have to be on your game.
You do.
So like, I just never, I don't know. It allowed me to think about that.
Because it all rolls downhill. Yeah, it totally does. Where was your husband in all this? Did he think you were nuts? Did he think you were working too much? Did he think you were a little uptight? Like, any sort of like ramifications or fallout to your family?
Yeah, he was scared. He was like at a point where, we've done well financially, but he was at a point where like, it's not worth it to me if you're not going to be in like a healthy place. Like, I don't care. Like he just saw the stress, just like eating me alive. Mm-hmm. And I think more than anything, just supportive. And then every week, like we talk about what I was learning in class with CWU. We were just talking about it last night as it applied to him and his business and, how he's feeling. Cause he's like, the more I talk to him, he's like starting to get a little bit, more, it's hard for men to get vulnerable, but but he pre-CW was just like concerned. It's just like, I realize we've had a nice life because of this, quota bearing sales career, but
But it was stressing you out to the point where it was like you guys were willing to give up the monetary,
yeah, to just like be happy and like, you know, live a, I don't know, but
simple life.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Well, and you know that that's certainly an option, right? I will say, since I tried that, I wasn't too happy with the simple life either, but I get it, right? I mean, what your husband was saying is, Jill, you're more important to me than your career, the money, the lifestyle, like you being a whole happy person. And what you're saying is you're a whole happy person. Now, what I personally love, because we're on Facebook together and stuff, is that I get to see all these great pictures of you, like middle of the week, going to work out, middle of the week, doing stuff with your daughter. I mean, do you feel like you're now free, that you can just move about the cabin? How does it feel for you?
I think I had mentioned this in the group, but like the amount of guilt-free fun in my life I have is a 180.
Wow.
You know, and I promote it too, because I know that people watch these things on Facebook and friends, and you know, I think it's important. Those are just like the important things. Like I make cookies and I don't even think about work, because that's part of how I succeed at work, is making cookies and like having fun and like turning it off. And it's a real conscious effort to do those things. But like, I think since I've started C to Do You, it's like, it's kind of a habit. Like I don't even think about it.
Like, isn't that great?
Have some fun.
Yeah. Learning the art of disconnection, like disconnecting your mind. I don't mean just disconnecting your cell phone, but disconnecting this and just living in the moment. Like you're saying, just baking cookies with your kid. Oh,
on a school night, on a school night. Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. That's the good life right there. You know what I mean?
It is.
Jill, so happy for you. So happy for your husband. So happy for your daughter. What else? Like, what do you want to tell someone else out there who might be like watching this? Any like thoughts about, what would you tell Jill 1.0?
Oh gosh, I'd tell Jill. I would just say that, you know, if you think it's time for a change, it probably is.
Yeah.
And it might be different than what you think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's just time to start taking care of you. And self-care, yes, it's like fun getting a massage or like eating like we think about those things as self-care, but self-care is it's a much more
it's a deeper journey.
It's a deeper journey. It's not just like going getting a massage, right? Like, it's not just that. Now, I enjoy that, absolutely, but like if it's this constant battle and you're tired when you wake up and you like are just always stressed out and you don't know how to do anything right anymore because you felt like you had it all under control, and now it's just you feel like you're living in chaos because there's too many things going on and like pull it in different directions. Like it's time for a change. Like that's like a pretty normal place, I feel like, for a lot of women.
Yeah. Well, and the point is that it's an internal upgrade. It's not an external upgrade, because you were thinking you were going to have to change the external, change my job, change my, it's an internal upgrade. Yeah.
And we did that. Like I looked at things like through the course, and it was hard for me to even think about like maybe doing something else. I think the exercise was good. Mm-hmm. But I found out, like we had talked about this, sometimes you find out it's like you're great just where you are.
You're great where you're at.
That's okay, Yeah.
Where you're at may be absolutely perfect for you. You just need to do the internal upgrade. You need to operate differently. Right. That happens so often, Jill. I will tell you, there's so many women, as you know, I mean, you've been with us for a long time, but they come into CW and they're like, Kate, I have to quit my job. Like, you have no idea. I got to quit my job. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then we start working together, and then they're like, oh my God, it's not my job. My job is fine. I just don't have control over it. I just don't know how to manage all this stuff that's being thrown at me. And once they do, it's like, oh my God, this is like a great job. What's wrong with me? You know what I mean? Because it provides for so many things. So
many things. Yeah.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Well, I was just looking at one of the things, when someone first starts with us in CW, we always ask them what their goals are. And you said, I want to love my beautiful life and all that's in it. So I have to ask, Jill, do you feel like you achieved that?
I feel like I'm still a work in progress, but I feel like I've achieved it very, like, I mean, I could even tear up to like talking about it, just like thinking about where I was and where I am now. That's another thing after you have a baby. Wow, can you get like,
Yeah.
like I just like I'm a different person. I will cry at anything now. But yeah, I mean, like even if I think about it in this moment, I mean, we are just having so much more fun. I do not have a dark cloud over my head.
Oh,
I just do not,
yeah.
you know, I don't. Yeah.
Bingo. That's it. The dark clouds can go away and you can just live the life you want. Oh my gosh. And you are a work in progress. And I am too. And we always will be. But at least we know what that work needs to look like. And it can be fun along the way. No longer holding your breath. Jill, you are such a huge success story. And seriously, you came in, you like whatever we asked, you know, whatever we put out in front of you, you're like, okay, I'm in. Like you just jumped in, you came to all the calls. You used all the tools and the resources and the everything that we give you. So I just have to commend you for that because that's a big piece of success. You got to be willing, right? So super cool. So happy for your daughter. You can just tell her the story someday. Look at your mom go.
I will.
Look at your mom go. So cool. That's awesome. Oh, Jill, you're the best. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't wait to broadcast this and let others hear your story. I know it's going to change the life. There's going to be another Jill out there watching this, and it's going to really resonate.
So yeah, it's worth it. Well, thank you for asking me, Kate. You guys are the best.
Absolutely.